Hi guys, I'm Stoffel Vandoorne. Welcome to Honda Racing TV.
Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Lisa Leyland. Honda Racing TV is back for 2017. Bigger, better, and more behind the scenes than ever. So join us as we embark upon a new season full of action and excitement on 2 and 4 wheels. From Formula 1, IndyCar, MotoGP, Rally, Enduro, MXGP, and everything in between. We'll give you an insight into the teams, shine a spotlight on their machines, and get to know the stars who take them into battle. In this episode, we speak to Formula One's hottest rookie, Stoffel Vandoorne, ahead of his first season with McLaren Honda. We speak to Thiago Monteiro and Norbert Michalitz on their WTCC campaigns with the Castrol Honda team. We rejoin Stoffel as he talks about the Honda NSX and puts the hybrid supercar through its paces. And finally, let's take a look at the latest in a line of record breakers, the 2017 Civic Type R, as it goes even faster around the Nordschleife. We start this episode with Stoffel Vandoorne. The Belgian started karting at the age of 6 and quickly chalked up a remarkable record for rookie season championship victories before scoring a World Championship point in his Formula 1 debut in Bahrain last year. We caught up with Stoff before his first full season with McLaren Honda.
For me, it's great to join McLaren Honda as a Formula 1 racing driver. It's kind of a dream coming true to be on the Formula 1 grid. But at the same time, for me, it's the beginning of something. It's where it all starts. I mean, the transition from being a reserve driver to a full-time race driver felt quite normal to me because I've spent the last 4 years with McLaren as a young driver through the different series, GP2, World Series, Super Formula as well. So I've got to know everybody around, which makes it a little bit easier for me. And actually, all the work I was doing in the simulator with the engineers, it's been very similar to what I'm actually doing now. I mean, the only difference now is that every time I come in, it's much more focused on getting me in the car, getting me ready to go. Yeah, Fernando is a double world champion. Everybody knows his qualities and still sees him as one of the best drivers on the grid. And for me to have had the opportunity to work with him and see from the outside how he was pushing the team forward, working with all the guys around was a good experience. And yeah, I mean, having Fernando as a teammate will be a great benchmark for me. Yeah, I think last year was one of the busiest years I've ever had in my life, and I think it will probably be the busiest year I will ever have. Going to all the Formula 1 races plus all the Super Formula testing and races was a very busy schedule. A lot of traveling back and forward to Japan, coming back to Europe. But yeah, I mean, I was very glad that I had the opportunity to race there in a competitive car, competitive series. It really enabled me to build a strong relationship with Honda as well. And the year wasn't lost. I had one Grand Prix as well in Bahrain, which came a little bit unexpected and a little bit late with the call-up. But it was a great weekend for me, and yeah, I'm just very proud that I managed to score the first point for McLaren Honda. I know every time I walk into McLaren and go along the boulevard and see the historic cars of Senna, Prost, Fittipaldi, they're all exposed here, and it's great to see. I had the chance to even drive a couple of those historic cars. So yeah, it's just massive respect, and I think in the future it would be very cool to to maybe have a car here on the boulevard under my name as well.
Sticking with four wheels, the Honda Civic WTCC returned to action in Morocco at the hands of Castrol Honda's Tiago and Norby. They took a dominant 1-2 at the opening race of the year. We caught up with the leading pair to discuss their hopes and aspirations for the 2017 season.
We have high hopes for this season, obviously. After a really strong season last year, 2016, we know we can fight for the championship again this year. We know we have a good, real opportunity, and we want to get it. We want to take this opportunity. So we've been working very hard this winter. It's been a lot of tests ongoing, and we are very motivated to achieve that.
Of course, high hopes for the season. We did a lot of mileage during the winter. We have many updates for the car. The updates we have are working. I'm confident that we will have the best package. After my first race win, my next target was to win the championship, and since then I start every season with having the main goal of winning the World Championship. It's a dream I always had. Since I'm in WTCC, and yeah, it would mean really a lot to me, because we did work hard to achieve that, to be there, to fight for the championship, and for me personally it's a goal I want to achieve.
I wouldn't say a dream come true, because I never really dreamt about it, but that's my goal. That's what I've been working towards, and all the sacrifices we've done, all the efforts we've been doing are to reach that goal. So it would be really one of the strongest sensations I think that I could have, and I'll be proud of that.
Having these kind of support from supporters I have in Hungary is just so special. So it makes me feel special. Every year when I have the chance to go onto the podium, I mean, the moments I have there is just for a lifetime. I think I'm a lucky bloke to experience these kind of things, and yeah, like I said, these are memories for a lifetime.
Yeah, racing in Portugal is always strong, very intense, very good reception from the fans. It's always great, but for sure that the north of Portugal and Villarreal being not far from, being my family roots being not that far from there, it's even more special. It has a special taste. And you can feel from the support that we get there. Of course, people there are fans of motorsport anyway, and they are supporting all the drivers. Obviously, there is a small touch of even more support towards me, which makes sense, and I enjoy that a lot. It's big pressure, but it's a very good reward.
The 2015 Civic Type R set records for a front-wheel drive car, and now the new 2017 Type R has gone one better. Let's take a look at its new Nordschleife lap record.
私の名前は木島隆一と言います。シャシ領域のダイナミックテストの担当になります。自分の操作に対して車が動く、その関係がすごく面白く感じます。限界走行だけじゃなくて、普通に運転していてもこの風に車が動く。みんな個性があって動き方がみんな違う。エンジニア的にもどういうところにその要素があるのかっていうのを知るのが本当に面白い。この車はロングホイールベース、ワイドトレッド、そしてリアがマルチリンクになって安定性がより高まっています。旋回性能の向上、これにより一つずつのコーナーで少しずつタイムアップを果たしていて、全体で大きく現行を上回る車両になっています。シュベーデンクロイツという高速コーナーがありますが、200キロぐらいで入るコーナーになります。そこにおいては現行に対して15キロぐらいボトムスピードが上がっています。 アーレンベルグに向けての減速では少しナーバスな動きになりがちです。しかし新しいタイプ R はより自信を持ってブレーキを踏め安定して減速できます。メッツゲルスフェルドの先150キロぐらいの中速コーナーになります。ここにおいても安定性が高いことでボトムスピード10キロから15キロぐらい上がっています。2キロアウトコーナー190キロ程度の高速コーナーになります。車体の安定性空力性能によって旋回スピードを高くできています。カルーセルを抜けたところは路面が荒れていてトラクションがかかりにくいところではあるんですが、そこも新しいタイプ R は路面をしっかり捉えて加速することができます。オーエアハットから先ブルンシェンまではリズミカルな区間になります。ここは新しいタイプ R は解凍性の良さや正確なハンドリングによってタイムアップを果たしています。フランツガルデンから先の高速セクションにおいては車体の安定性空力特性によって安定した形でコーナーを抜けていくことができます。レッティンガホーフからティアガルテンまでは最後のストレート。新しいタイプ R は先代よりも先行して走ります。史上最高のタイプ R にするためにできることは全てやりました。
The NSX is as iconic as the names who have helped develop Honda's supercar. The first edition was famously put through its paces by McLaren Honda's Ayrton Senna, and now Stoffel Vandoorne is climbing behind the wheel of Honda's latest hybrid.
I still remember the old NSX. It's, when we talk about it, we remember it being like one of the supercars, and of course having the link with Ayrton Senna was pretty cool to see that. And even now, watching some YouTube videos, the car is very iconic. And I think with the car we have now, the NSX we have now these days is different to any other supercar. It's a bit more of a squared design, squared look. With a whole lot of technology built into it. 2 electric motors at the front, which is a completely different technology to any other road car used. I think the NSX is a very advanced technology car, which is great to see the same pattern comes from Formula 1, because Formula 1 is something. The technology we're using is extremely difficult to implement into road cars, and I think with the NSX, Honda has done, and the experience they have from working with the Formula 1 team has helped them to integrate that kind of technology in the road car, and I think a lot of manufacturers are moving towards that, and like you said, I think it's ahead in the future. Join me in Portugal as we put the NSX through its paces. Estoril is a very technical track for any car to drive on. There's very tight corners, some longer corners as well, which you have to carry the speed through. The Honda NSX is incredibly quick. It really enables you to push a car to its ultimate limit. In track mode, which is where the car really gets alive, it's at its maximum performance. It almost sounds a bit like my Formula 1 car. It sounds great. We arrive at 170 miles an hour into the first corner, really braking so late, and slowing the car down to 40 miles an hour. and then turning in with great confidence, going on throttle very quickly. It shoots you out of the corner like a rocket. V6, a 3.5 litre twin turbo engine, 9-speed gearbox, and the electric motors. They really engage together, and it really enables you to push a car. I really like the look of the Honda NSX car. It's something very special. There isn't really another road car that looks like that. To design the aerodynamics, the honeycomb air intakes, even the mirrors, they are designed to deliver the optimum downforce in the car and really make you feel at one with the car on track. My favorite part on the Estoril circuit are the two little hairpins, because the car just gives you so much confidence to attack the entries and then go on throttle very early on the exit and really power slide out of the corner aggressively, which is very nice. The NSX is fast, good looking, and I definitely want one in my garage.
Well, that's it from episode 9. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more episodes of Honda Racing TV right here on HondaProRacing.com.